All right, welcome back here in Anaconda, Montana. It is semifinal night. It's the Vikings taking on the Anaconda Copperheads here in semifinal number 2. First semifinal over, just wrap it up as Loyola came back and beat Florence in that one. So they're in the championship game. Florence will move to loser out at 10:45 against the Mission Bulldogs tomorrow morning. And a very physical game.
Oh, hell of a game.
Yeah, that's James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes Vows here on pregame with the Vikings as they get ready to take on the Anaconda Copperheads. And pregame is brought to you by the Montana Athletic Club. Let's keep you from getting fit with this kind of guest passes, personal training, Pilates, and much, much more. 850 Holt Drive at Bigfork, 837-2582. Joining by the pregame as the girls' game before is the athletic director, Matt Provecchio. Now, here, the Vikings on the season, they're 18-3, and looking to move in the championship game to take on the Loyola Rams. Probably the best two teams in the West, but take on an Anaconda Copperhead team that they have not played this year. So,
the fun of tournaments, a team we haven't seen. We'll see how we match up.
Well, it's always that way, you know.
Yep.
Well, it's sometimes a division, but really at state when you get in there, right?
Yeah.
You see that a lot. So,
and boy, tournaments you just don't know. I mean, look at that Florence game. They played Loyola probably as good as they've played them all season here in the Platte. Teams just step up and make shots. And
well, I was talking to Scott Anderson, you know, a Loyola coach, and he was really, you know, concerned, you know, about the game against Florence, you know.
Physicality.
Well, playing it for a third time as well. So talk about the Vikings, you know. The starters, you know, we're missing Colin and Cole. That's a big loss for us. But we'll step up. Guys stepping up and playing. Yep. So, you know, you got the starters, obviously, Epperly, Thorness, Nick Walker going. And guys stepping up. Wyatt Johnson is going to start tonight as well. We'll get to the starters here a little bit. Eli Thorness is a junior as well.
Jack Jensen's been playing great.
Jack Jensen been playing great. So as Landon Byerman comes in and plays. Plays well. Good spark. Yeah. Very quick and physical. We have a lot of good athletes. Looks like Jack Lucky is going to be out there tonight. No, is that Austin Savick?
That's Savick.
Suiting up as well.
Flip-flopping those younger kids.
Yeah, now they want the other people to move over out of Bigfork's area over there. Maybe I'll get Matt to do that as he goes down, talk to the announcer about moving those people out. So about ready to get it away as the Vikings will take on the Anaconda Copperheads here in Anaconda. And looking for an interesting ball game. See how our guys came out. You know, Jensen, Levi Peterson's playing well. Epperly can take over a game, you know, but a lot of athletes for Bigfork, Matt.
Yep. Just, I'm over there. You distracted me, James, with the fan thing. I think that's their student section sitting in our section. That's just how it is. That's just where they stick their student section right down there in front of our. That's how they were the last game. It is what it is. We'll figure it out.
They're supposed to be on this side.
Yeah, their coach is coaching.
And I asked you guys to. Well, somebody came asking. I asked you guys to move, so Florence could move in there. So
we'll see what happens.
You can do that. Go talk to the announcer on the way by, as well. So Vikings, 18-3, taking on the Copperheads. Copperheads coming into this one.
James, you know I better go sort this
out of 6B. Well, I'll let Matt go.
Yeah, I apologize, James. That's my bad. I didn't want to leave you hanging there. But
no worries. I can do this thing.
I want to get Dakota before it's too late.
Okay. Yeah, just go talk to the announcer directly.
Yep.
Tell him. Okay, thanks, Matt.
See you, buddy.
All right, Matt Provecchio on the pregame here from Anaconda as the Vikings get ready to take on the Copperheads here from. And take a look at the Vikings. And I was going to try to find something to get the starting lineups. And I'll be back with those momentarily. We got about 8 minutes till tip-off here. Second semifinal, tipping at 8:15. And the winner will take on Loyola. The loser takes on Thompson Falls at a 10:45 loser out ball game over at Powell County High School or Deer Lodge tomorrow morning. So and the girls are already set as far as the championship. Loyola and Bigfork will play tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. here. And earlier action, then I'll have that score up for Loyola and Florence. I'll tell you what, I'll be right back here as the Vikings get ready to take on the Copperheads. About 7 minutes, and I'll get you your starting lineups here from Anaconda, Montana Memorial Gym as the 2023 Western B Divisional Basketball Tournament. All right, back here in Anaconda, it's the Vikings taking on the Copperheads here. And starting lineups brought to you by Gunlock Construction, Troy Gunlock Dental Contractor, complete home design, rebuilds, remodels, builds, and remodels. 406-250-2396 or tgunlockconstruction@gmail.com. First of all, for the Anaconda Copperheads, they're in their whites with gray numbers and dark striping. And a 6-foot senior, number 3, Gabe Golly. And 5'7" freshman, number 4, Brody Golly. 6'5" junior, number 5, River Hurley. At 6'2" junior, you'll recognize this name, number 22, Kale Michelatis. And a 6'2" junior, number 23, Wade DeHood. For head coach Dakota Norris. This is by Henry Huber and Nate Lopez. For the Vikings tonight, same starting lineup as last time. It be 5'11" junior guard, number 0, Wyatt Johnson. And 6'3" senior guard, captain number 3, Isaac Epperly. A junior forward at 6'3", number 5, Eli Thornus. At forward, 6'4", senior captain number 15, Bryce Gilliard. And then captain, number 33, a 6'5", senior forward, Nick Walker for the Vikes. And Austin Savick suiting up tonight. If he gets in the ball game. Well, get ready. About 2 minutes, so we'll go to tip-off here in Memorial Gym. That is Anaconda taking on the Vikings. Here, I'll be back with your tip here from Memorial Gym. Western B Divisional Basketball Tournament here in Anaconda, Montana. All right, back here in Anaconda, Montana. It's get ready for tip-off between the Copperheads and the Vikings. Semifinal number 2 on the boys' side. And we're looking for punch your ticket. You got 32 minutes, punch your ticket to the championship game tomorrow night at 8:30. Taking on the Loyola Rams. Vikings in their blues with gray numbers, lettering. I'll try to make it through another ball game here. Be patient with me. I appreciate you guys. Did a great job. 406-270-7384. Text me. Let me know that you're listening out there. I appreciate that. And we'll get going here. Wyatt Johnson getting introduced. Sorry I had to let Matt go. He had to take care of some business, moving some fans, so Bigfork had their area over there. Epperly for the Vikes introduced as well. And we'll get underway here. Thornus Jr. forward. Bryce Gilliard is going to go play football at Western for the Vikes. Just a really good bunch of kids, good athletes. And then Nick Walker for the Vikes. Brad Weston. I'm not sure who the other officials are tonight. Now Anaconda will get introduced here. And we'll be underway here from Anaconda, Montana. Western B Divisional semifinal action on the boys' side. Get the introductions done, and look like Rick Walker will go up. Haven't seen these guys from Anaconda yet. They played last night. Won their semifinal battle, but 3-point win over Mission to get to this ball game. It'll be number 23, Wade DeHood, going up against Nick Walker. Vikings heading left to right on the dial. Anaconda right to left. And here we go from Anaconda. Nick Walker quickly to Thornus. Thornus will give it up to Johnson in the backcourt. Going to give it up to Epperly. Top of the key for the Vikes. A 1-2-2 zone, looks like, for Anaconda. Epperly. And Gilliard moved on him. Illegal dribble by the Vikes. Turnover. It'll be Anaconda basketball here. Galley will get it into Michelatis. Michelatis, the point guard. And the Vikes in a man-to-man defense. Michelatis, top of the key. Extended, halfway out towards half court. Give it over to Galley. Galley underneath. Give it up to the other Galley. Michelatis, three-point shot on the way. Rebounded by Gilliard. Gilliard will get up to Johnson. We'll give it up to Epperly. Epperly across the timeline for the Vikings here. Over to Johnson. Back to Epperly. Gilliard underneath Johnson, off the glass. Two. Nice pass inside by Bryce Gilliard. And the Vikes on the scoreboard. 2-0 on the Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Michelatis over to Gabe Galley. Three-point shot on the way. Misses everything. Doesn't even draw iron. And 6:59 to go. Gilliard will inbound to Epperly in the backcourt for the Vikings. Epperly going to bring it up for Bigfork. Gives it over to Eli Thornus. Thornus on the left side. Top of the key. Thornus. Held ball. It will go to Anaconda on the alternate possession. And they'll take it out of the far side. As Hurley inbounds to Michelatis. Michelatis across the timeline, gives it over to Galley. That's Gabe Galley. Top of the key, Hurley. Hurley, Galley, left side. Galley going to drive. Nick Walker throws it up, misses it. Walker grabs the rebound and gets fouled by 22. Michelatis. Gales Michelatis first team foul on Anaconda. Thornus into Johnson, back to Thornus. Thornus across the timeline for the Vikes. Looks underneath Johnson. Over the right side, Gilliard thought about the three. Skip pass over to Johnson. Out to Thornus. Thornus, Johnson in the corner. Nick Walker from the left side. Gilliard out to Thornus. Wyatt Johnson for three is good from the left side. 5-0. The Vikes lead on the Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. 6 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Michelatis across the timeline. For Anaconda over Galley, back to Michelatis. Epperly guarding Michelatis. Underneath in the corner. Out to Michelatis. Michelatis on the drive. And Johnson right there to pick up the charging call. And that'll be 2 on Michelatis. And second team foul. Number 2, Tanner Cromwell. Number 10, Billy Farmer. Check in for Anaconda with 5:45 to go. 5-0 the Vikes lead on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Gilliard across the timeline. Thornus right side back to Gilliard. Epperly left side back door. Thornus lays it up, misses it. Gets the rebound, puts it back up. Wyatt Johnson with the rebound. Off the glass and scores it for 2. Nice job by Wyatt Johnson to get the rebound and get it back up. Galley, three-point shot for the left side. Misses everything. It'll be Bigfork basketball. And Anaconda will take a timeout, a 30-second timeout. Here, 5:16 to go here in the first. The Vikings up 7-0 on the Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. I'll be back here momentarily from Anaconda. All right, we're back in Anaconda, Montana. The Vikes lead early, 7-0. 5:16 to go here in the opening quarter. Gilliard will inbound to Epperly, the backcourt. So you got Gilliard, you got Epperly, you got Thornus, Johnson, and Walker for the Vikes. Wyatt Johnson gives it over to Epperly. 3-point shot for the right wing. Epperly off the rim, no good. Walker runs it down. Wyatt Johnson looking to drive. Up under, feeds it to Walker. Walker off the glass for 2 for the Vikings. So their defense leading Galley. Right side looking. Cross court, he'll feed it over. Number 10, Farmer. Farmer with a basketball. Gets it out to Galley. Gabe Galley, top of the key, looking to drive. Shot on the way by number 5. Off. Hurley misses the 3 off the rim. Thornus quickly up from Johnson. Right wing. Thornus, top of the key, will give it out to Johnson. Johnson in the corner. Gilliard out to Johnson. Over to Thornus, backside. Nick Walker on the left side, underneath to Epperly. Epperly up, under, off the glass for 2. And the Vikings up 11-0 already here on a gun clock construction scoreboard with 4:10 to go here in the first. Over to Dolly. 3-point shot on the way, made by Tanner Cromwell for Anaconda. Johnson across the timeline. Gives it over to Thornus. Thornus on the right side. In the corner to Gilliard. Back to Thornus. Wyatt Johnson. Skip pass. Thornus. Gilliard's 3-point shot is good for the right corner for the Vikings. 14-3, 3:35 to go here in the opening quarter. Galley will get under baseline. To Farmer. Galley shot up off the glass, no good. And out of bounds off of Anaconda. Bigfork basketball with 3:23 to go here in the first quarter. 14-3 now on your Gunlock Construction scoreboard. The Vikings lead. Wyatt Johnson across the timeline for Bigfork. Look, finds Thornus in the corner. Gilliard out to Thornus. Back to Gilliard. Shot from the corner is good. Makes him back-to-back for the right corner. There's Bryce Gilliard, the lefty from Bigfork. Underneath, Cromwell on the right side in the corner. 3-point shot by Anaconda on the way. Dipped up. Galley gets the rebound. Puts it up. Gets stuck there. And a foul called on the Vikings. Fouls on number 33, Nick Walker. That's his first. And first team foul. At the line for Anaconda, number 3, Gabe Galley to shoot 2 for the Copperheads. Rims in and out. Checking in for the Vikings, number 10, Jack Jensen. Number 14, Landon Byerman. Is Nick Walker. And Wyatt Johnson will take a breather for the Vikings here with 2:53 to go here in the opening quarter. Gabe Galley at the line, one more. This one he makes. Thornus into Epperly, quickly up. Jack Jensen, right wing. Jensen looking underneath, feeds in the corner. Gilliard. Jack Jensen over to Thornus in the corner. Landon Byerman, left corner. Thornus. Jack Jensen looking to drive. Jensen, pull up jumper is good. From the right side. Galley up. Epperly picks him up. Top of the key. Galley throws it up off the rim. Byerman comes up with the Epperly. Jack Jensen back to Epperly. Epperly up. Under. Out. Gilliard. Gilliard top of the key. Feeds it over to Thornus. Thornus out to Jensen. Jensen gives it over to Epperly. Epperly right side. Skip pass. Gilliard. Byerman. Byerman looking to drive. Kicks it out to Epperly. And Byerman will get fouled with 2:02 to go here in the opening quarter. Fouls on, I believe, number 3. Yep, that's his third team foul. Number 3 is Gabe Galley. And Michelatis back in the lineup for Anaconda. Landon Byerman, left side 3 off the rim, no good. Bryce Gilliard comes down with the rebound, kicks it out. Thornus, Jensen, thought about it, pulls up, free throw line, bounces around, off. Goes up, out of play. 1:51 to go here in the opening quarter. The Vikings lead 19-4 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard here from Anaconda. Semifinal number two, the nightcap here at the Western B Divisional Basketball Tournament. Michelatis, left side, thought about the three, dumps it baseline. Golly, Michelatis, skip pass, over. Cromwell, baseline. Driving baseline, kicks it out. Golly, Michelatis, three-point shot from the left wing is good by Kale Michelatis. Jensen, Byerman in the corner. Thornus, left corner, Byerman. Tries to get it into Epperly. Stolen away by Hurley. Hurley in the corner. Three thrown up. Misses it. Golly with the rebound. That shot was by number 10, Farmer. Michelatis way out there. About 3 feet beyond the top of the key. Makes it for three. Pulls Anaconda within 9 at 19-10 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Gilliard, right side, skip pass. Byerman in the corner. Thornus, three, no good. Epperly comes down with the rebound for the Vikes. Up, under. Epperly tried to feed Thornus. Feeds it into Epperly. Epperly saves it. Out to Byerman. He had to pull it out, settle down. Are the Vikes. 25 seconds on the game clock. About 17:15 on the shot clock. So about a 4 or 5 second difference. Jack Jensen holding it out there on the right wing. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Epperly, Byerman, Epperly underneath. Gilliard. Epperly pulls up for three. Misses it. Shot count violation. 3.9 to go here in the opening quarter. Johnson and Walker back in for the Vikings with 3.9 to go. Here in the opening quarter, the Vikings lead by 9. Into Michelatis. Half-court shot. And that will be the end of one. 19-10 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard after one. The Vikings lead here from Anaconda, Montana. Take a timeout and be back with the second quarter as the Vikes lead 19-10. All right, we're back here in Anaconda. The Vikes up by 9, 19-10 to start the second quarter. It'll be Bigfork basketball to start the second. Byerman, Gilliard, Walker, Jensen, and Johnson for the Vikes. We'll get it into Jensen. Jensen in the front court. Michelatis. Cromwell. Hurley. Jensen from the left side for three for the Vikes. Into Michelatis, quickly up Hurley. Hurley, cross line, knocked away, and a foul is going to be called on number 14, Landon Byerman. That's his first and second team foul. Number 3, Gabe Galley back in for Anaconda. Galley on the drive. Galley with a shot. And Farmer on the follow for Anaconda with 7:26 to go. 22-12. Vikings up by 10. Jensen with the basketball. Over to Johnson. Feeds it to Byerman. Byerman will bring it to the top of the key. Over to Jensen. Baseline Walker underneath. Gilliard misses it off the backboard. And Michelatis with the basketball. Feeds it over to Galley in the corner to Farmer. Back out Michelatis, nearly stolen away by Johnson. Double clutch by Michelatis. Rebound by Jensen. And Byerman will come up with a loose ball. Up off the glass. Byerman scores. Hurley. Jensen knocks it away, intended for Michelatis. 6:43 to go. Thorntis and Epperly back in the lineup. They'll replace Byerman and Jensen for the Vikings. Vikings doubling up the Copperheads 24-12. 6:43 to go on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. Inbound to Galley. Back to Michelatis on the left side. Galley looking to drive. Free throw line pulls up. Off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Epperly. Epperly quickly up. Gives it to Thorntis. Thorntis going to top of the key. Wyatt Johnson pull up jumper. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Epperly. Epperly up. Trying to go up. Looked like a held ball, jump ball. And they called traveling. Hurley into Michelatis. Michelatis will bring it across the timeline for Anaconda. Over to Galley, back to Michelatis. Michelatis left side, pull up, jumper, misses it. Gilliard with a rebound, gives it up to Epperly. Epperly quickly up Johnson. Johnson right side on the right wing, looking. Gilliard going to set a screen. Johnson over to Thorntis. Thorntis out. Going to the top of the key. Give it up Johnson. Johnson left side, looks up. Epperly, free throw line. Epperly looking to drive up off the glass. Epperly takes it to the hole for two for the Vikings. 5:35 to go. On your Gilliard Painting scoreboard, 26-12, the Vikes lead. Michelatis across the timeline. Over to Galley. Back to Michelatis. Thought about the three. Farmer. Galley going to pull up. Shot up. Walker right there to harass the Hood. And he misses the bucket. Johnson. Gilliard. Thorntis on the left side. Back out to Gilliard. Back to Thorntis. Thorntis looking underneath for Epperly. Gilliard. Johnson in the corner. Walker. Epperly. Knocked out. Gilliard with a bucket. 3-point bucket from left wing by Bryce Gilliard. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. 29-12. The Vikings lead. On your Gilliard Painting scoreboard. Underneath. The Hood looking to drive on Walker. Scores over Nick Walker. And Anaconda will take a timeout. Number 2 and number 4. 2 is Tanner Cromwell. 4 is Brody Galley. Checking back in the lineup for Anaconda as they take a full timeout here. And I'll be back momentarily with the rest of your first half here from Anaconda, Montana. Semifinal number 2 as the Vikings take on the Copperheads. As we're back here in Anaconda, Montana, quite a few folks from Bigfork over on the far side cheering on the Vikings tonight as they cheered on the Valkyries earlier. Gilliard will inbound to Epperly. Back to Gilliard. Gilliard across the timeline for the Vikings. 2-3 zone by Anaconda. Gilliard, Epperly, left side, back door. Thorntis up, off the glass. Thorntis scores for 2. That's a strong guy, Eli Thorntis. 31-14 now on the Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Michelatis, top of the key. Like a 2-3 zone by Bigfork. Underneath Galley. Up and under, he gets fouled, and we'll go to the free throw line. Fouls at number 15. That is Bryce Gilliard, his first. And third team foul at the line for Anaconda is number 3, Gabe Galley, to shoot 2 for the Copperheads. First one off the front of the rim, no good. He'll get one more. Second shot, excuse me, by Galley is missed. Nick Walker with the rebound for Bigfork. Here, 4 minutes to go here in the first half. 31-14 on the Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Epperly underneath. Gilliard off the glass for two on the turnaround by Bryce Gilliard into Michelatis. Across the timeline, 2-3 zone by Bigfork. Michelatis, three-point shot on the way is no good. Thornus grabs the rebound. And called a held ball. Yeah, it'll be Anaconda basketball. Number 5, River Hurley. Yeah, number 10, Billy Farmer back in for Anaconda. And Michelatis to trigger the inbound, gets it over to Galley. Epperly blocks it away out of bounds as Galley tries to get up a three-point shot. 3:40 to go here in the first half, 33-14. The Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. The Vikings lead all the way out to Farmer. With the basketball. Gets it up to Hurley. Hurley looking, pull up, three-point shot on the way. The top of the key by Hurley is good. Into Gilliard. As the Vikings call out their offense. Gives it up, Epperly. Over to Johnson. Over to Thornus. Thornus looking. Back, Epperly. Thought about the three-point shot. Pulls up for two inside the three-point arc. 35-17, 18-point lead. 3 minutes to go here in the first half on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Michelatis will get over to Galley. Galley will give it over to Hurley. Hurley going to pull up a three. Nope. Out to Michelatis. Thought about the three in the corner. Shot of the way for three. No, missing it. Nick Walker grabs the rebound. And that shot by Cromwell was missed. Quickly up, Thornus. Right wing, Epperly. Up. Kicks it out. Nick Walker, three on the way. No good. Gilliard Johnson gets the rebound and puts it off the glass for two. And he'll go to the free throw line for the Vikes. Fouls on number 5, River Hurley. That's his first 14th foul. Number 4, Brody Galley back in the lineup for Anaconda. Wyatt Johnson at the line to shoot the N1 for the Vikes. Shot on the way is good. 38-17. 2:34 to go here in the first half. Galley across the timeline for Anaconda. Michelatis, top of the key. Back to Galley. Galley going to try to kicks it out. Throws it away. Epperly comes up with a loose ball for Bigfork. Around his back. Crosses the timeline. Gilliard in the corner. Thornus underneath. Nick Walker off the glass. Misses it. Rebounded by Hurley. Hurley will bring it up for Anaconda. Goes in the corner. Galley looking to drive. Kicks it out. Galley. Three-point shot on the way. Rebounded there by Gilliard. And that was Brody Galley. Thornus right side. Kicks it out to Gilliard. Top of the key near half court. And they'll give it up to Epperly with 1:52 to go here in the first half. Epperly over to Thornus. Back to Epperly. Keeps his feet. Gives it up to Walker. Wyatt Johnson left side. Gives it out. Thornus in the corner. Gilliard this time misses that. Wyatt Johnson with the rebound. Nick Walker top of the key. Three on the way. Misses it. Run down by Michelatis. And Nick Walker is going to get called for the personal. I believe that's Walker's second 14th foul. Number 11, Titan Cook in the lineup for Anaconda. And Landon Byerman will come in for Bigfork, replacing Walker with the two personals. Hurley with the basketball, guarded by Thornus. Michelatis, top of the key, will give it over to Galley. Galley looking to drive. Kicks it out. Michelatis, three-point shot at the top of the key. Off the rim, no good. Tipped by Gilliard right to Byerman. 1 minute, about 1 minute to go here in the first half. Wyatt Johnson over to Byerman, left side. Gives it out to Epperly. Epperly over to Thornus in the corner. Wyatt Johnson looking underneath. Out to Byerman. Epperly. Three-point shot of the way. Misses it off the rim. And Byerman right there to grab the rebound. Puts it up, gets blocked by Hurley. And Anaconda on the drive. Galley off the rim, misses it. Wyatt Johnson running it down for Bigfork. And timeout. A 30-second timeout taken by the Vikings. 40.5 to go here in the first half. 38-17 on your Gunlock Construction scoreboard. The Vikings lead by 21 over Anaconda. Looking to punch their ticket to take on Loyola in the championship ball game tomorrow night at 8:30. Girls' side is already set. It is Loyola, the Heartbreakers, taking on the Bigfork Valkyries at 6:30 tomorrow night. And at halftime, I'll give all your updates on what's going on around here in the Western B Divisional. So Bigfork takes a 30-second timeout. And Thornus in the backcourt as Jensen back in the ball game for Bigfork. Thornus to Jensen. About an 8-second difference, shot clock to game clock. Jensen out near half court for Bigfork. Looking, gets it over to Gilliard. Gilliard left side, back to Jensen. Jensen, 14 seconds on the shot clock. Gilliard gets it over to Byerman. Byerman looking. Drive, Jensen. 3-point shot, Epperly baseline. Underneath, gives it Thornus off the glass. Nice inside pass by Epperly. Thornus misses the bucket but got fouled, and it'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2 for the Vikes. That person's on Billy Farmer, his first. And the 15th foul on Anaconda. And Thornus at the line. First shot up off the back of the rim, no good. And he'll get one more. Not many fouls called here in the first half. They're letting them play tonight. And Thornus with one more for Bigfork. Shot up this time. Drains it. Galley quickly up. Gets it over to Farmer. Back to Galley. Long three on the way by Galley out the front of the rim. Gilliard grabs the rebound. 6 seconds to go. Jack Jensen looking. Finds Byerman. Thornus, 3-point shot of the way. Out the rim. Would have been counted if it went. And one half complete on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. The Vikings lead by 22, 39-17. I'll be back with your halftime stats here from Anaconda, Montana, as the Vikings lead 39-17. All right, welcome back to Anaconda, Montana. We'll take a look at halftime stats First of all, the Vikings up 39-17, up by 22. And Anaconda 6 for 28, 21% from the field, 4-19 on three-point shots, 21%. 5 rebounds, 3 offensive. Gabe Galley with 2. Turnovers 2. Assists none. Steals 1. And free throws 1 for 4, or 25%. For the Vikings, 15 for 32, 47% from the field. 5 of 14 from three-point range, 36%. And Gilliard is 3 for 4. Made 3 from this right corner. Rebounds 22-8 offensive. Bryce Gilliard leading the way with 5. 5 turnovers, 5 assists. Wyatt Johnson with 2, 1 steal, and 2 for 3 from the free throw line. 67% here for the Vikings, so they lead by 22 at halftime. Halftime brought to you by Gilliard Painting, winning the 2020 Best of the Flatheads, #1 best painting contractor, interior and exterior painting and staining, pressure washing, parking lot striping, property caretaking. Chip Gilliard, 1080 Swan Ocean Drive in Bigfork, 210-7794, or chipgilliard@yahoo.com. I'll be back with the second half here as the Vikings lead this one. 16 minutes to punch their ticket to the championship ball game to take on the Loyola Rams tomorrow night at 8:30. I'll be back with the second half from Anaconda, Montana. All right, welcome back to Anaconda. Update you on the brackets. On the girls' side, games tomorrow. We already know who the championship game is. Loser out action at 9 o'clock. Both over in Powell County. It'll be Florence taking on Mission. So the Lady Falcons taking on Lady Bulldogs. Thompson Falls, Lady Hawks taking on the Anaconda Copperheads at 9 a.m. right here in this game. The winners will face off in the Consolation Championship game. An opportunity to challenge, if need be, in the girls' championship at 6:30 tomorrow night is the Loyola Heartbreakers taking on the Bigfork Valkyries. Now let's look at the boys' side. We're pretty much set, except what happens in this ball game. It was Loyola over Florence, and they moved to the championship ball game, and they'll take on the winner of this ball game. For Florence, they'll move to a 10:45 game right here. Loser out action against Mission, trying to get to the Consolation Championship. For Thompson Falls, they beat Eureka at 11:30 today. Obviously, Mission beat Arley in a great ball game. So Thompson Falls, 10:45, they'll take on the loser of this ball game at 10:45 over in Powell County or Deer Lodge. The winner of this ball game will take on the Loyola Rams at 8:30 tomorrow night, championship ball game. Now you're all caught up on the brackets here at the Western B Divisional Basketball Tournament here in Anaconda, Montana. I'll be back with the second half as the Vikings and Copperheads battle. All right, we're back here at Anaconda. Second half coming up between the Vikings and Copperheads. 16 minutes to punch your ticket to the championship ball game tomorrow night at 8:30. It'll be Bigfork basketball to start the second half. They got Johnson, Epperly, Thorness, Gilliard, and Walker to start the second half for the Vikes. And I'll get your, looks like the same starting lineup. We got Gabe Galley, Brody Galley, River Hurley, Kale Micheladas, and Wade DeHood for the Copperheads to start the second half. Yeah, we're ready to go in the third quarter here. Brought to you by Hanson Excavating. Thorness into Epperly. Epperly, backcourt will cross the timeline and set it up. As Hollow calls out, the head coach calls out the offense. Thorness underneath. Epperly off the glass, misses it. And off of Bigfork. Shot it too hard, and it'll be Anaconda basketball. Thorness picking up River Hurley. Full court. Man-to-man defense looks like big by the Vikes. 23 short. Johnson on the rebound as the Hood misses it. Quickly up, Thorness, left side, looking for Johnson. Johnson top of the key for the Vikings. Skip pass over in the corner. Nick Walker. Skip pass, Johnson. Gilliard, left side, this time misses the three. Tipped out. Anaconda saves it. Galley. It was the Hood saving it to him. Micheladas. Quickly up, Galley looking right side. In the corner. Micheladas in the right corner for the Copperheads. Galley quickly out. Micheladas gets it back. The Hood. Pull up short. And Gilliard grabs the rebound, gives it up to Epperly. Epperly quickly up, right side to Thorness. He'll give it out to Gilliard. Over to Johnson. Back to Thorness. Right corner, Gilliard. Thorness. Gilliard. Thought about the three. Skip pass to Johnson. Pulls up. 3-point shot in the way. Wyatt Johnson from the left side. Top of the key for three for the Vikes. Galley will give it up to Micheladas. Back to Galley. That's Gabe Galley. Thought about the three. Pulls up in the corner. Gabe Galley pushing off. Throws it up off the back of the rim. No good. And Bigfork, 33. Nick Walker will get called for the personal. That's his third. First team foul on the Vikes. Number 3, Gabe Galley at the line. 2 shots for Bigfork. First shot up and good. And he'll get one more. Second shot on the way. This one's good as well. Thorness inbound to Epperly. 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 42-19. On your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Johnson, Epperly. Underneath. Johnson. Backdoor feed misses the layup. Hurley with a rebound. Micheladas across the timeline. Pulls up. Gets it to Galley. Galley looking to drive. Galley pulls up underneath. Knocked away by Epperly. Gilliard comes up with it. Epperly gets the basketball from Gilliard. Epperly across the timeline. Skip pass. Gets it over to Johnson. Left side. Thorness. Johnson. Gilliard will give it up to Thorness at the top of the key. Gives it up to Johnson. Johnson looking. Thorness in the corner. Nick Walker. Epperly. A spin move off the glass for 2. Isaac Epperly with a nice spin move to score the bucket. 5:13 to go here. 44-19 on the Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Micheladas to Galley. Galley looking, pulls up. Micheladas 3-point shot. Way out. Misses it. Johnson boxing out. Gets the rebound. Epperly quickly up. Thorness. Thorness going to save it. Inbound. Nick Walker on the right side. Walker out to Epperly. Epperly top of the key. Johnson thought about the three from the left side. And he'll get fouled by number 3, Gabe Galley. First team foul. Second personal on Gabe Galley. Landon Byerman will come in for Nick Walker. Walker sits down with 3 fouls with 4:48 to go here in the third quarter. Thorness into Byerman. Back to Thorness. Thorness looking. Gilliard, left side, left corner. Out to Thornus, top of the key. Gilliard, three-point shot is good. From the left wing by Bryce Gilliard. Michelatis. Galley looking to drive. And Johnson picks up another personal foul. Player control foul number 3, Gabe Galley. That is his second team foul. Number 10, Billy Farmer in for Anaconda. Into Byerman, over to Thornus in the corner. Epperly, Gilliard, three-point shot. This one's short. Rebounded by DeHood. Quickly up to Hurley. 4:15 to go. Hurley harassed there by Eli Thornus. Over to DeHood. Out to Galley. Reject that Farmer. On the right side, DeHood looking to pull up. Back out to Galley. Galley looking to drive. Throws it up, no good. Byerman comes up as he misses everything. Byerman across the timeline for Bigfork. Throws it out. Thornus, Wyatt Johnson, left side three is good by Wyatt Johnson. And the Vikings lead 50-19 on your Dunlop Construction scoreboard. Galley baseline. He get fouled by Gilliard on the blocking foul. Number 15. That's his second team foul. Jack Jensen. Levi Peterson will come in for Johnson and Epperly. Checking in, number 2, Tanner Cromwell for Anaconda. Cromwell, three-point shot on the way, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Byerman. And Jensen with the basketball for the Vikings. Jack Jensen, Levi Peterson, right side, back to Jensen. Jensen top of the key, looking in the corner. Pulls it up, gives it up to Thornus, underneath Gilliard. Gilliard off the glass, misses it. And Byerman going to get called for the personal. That's a third-team foul on Bigfork. Second personal on Landon Byerman with 3:15 to go. Here, the Vikings up 50-19 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Michelatis. Vikings in his zone, 2-3 zone. Farmer quickly out. Cromwell. Michelatis. Three-point shot on the way. No good. Rebounded there by Thornus. Gets it up to Jensen. Jensen quickly up the court. Across the timeline. Left side. Thornus in the left corner out to Jensen. Jensen thought about the three. Kicked by Michelatis. They'll reset the shot clock. It'll be Bigfork basketball on the side. Vikings heading right to left on your dial. Jensen. Thornus. Thornus looking underneath. Back to Jensen. Levi Peterson. Pride defeated in the Gilliard, stolen away by Farmer, and Farmer is going to get fouled by Gilliard, number 15. That's 3 on Bryce Gilliard, and 4 team fouls on the Vikings with 2:38 to go here in the third. Farmer into Michelatis. Michelatis across the timeline. Score still 50-19. Over to Galley. Back to Michelatis. 2-3 zone by the Vikes. Over in the corner by DeHood. Out to Michelatis. Look underneath. Kick ball by Bigfork. This time Peterson. Levi using his soccer skills to knock that one away. Anaconda will take it out underneath. Under their own basket with 2:19 to go. Michelatis out to Galley. Galley looking. Skips it over to Cromwell. Back to Galley. Tipped by Jensen. Jensen in stick to still. Cromwell, right side. Look it up. Gets it underneath the Farmer. In the corner to Hood. 3-point shot of the way from the right corner by DeHood. Jensen quickly up. Thornus. Back out to Jensen. Over to Peterson. Peterson backside. Thornus. Gilliard with the basketball. Thornus. Jensen. Pull up. Jumper by Jack Jensen. Misses it off the backboard. Farmer comes up with the rebound. Michelatis across the timeline for Anaconda. Jensen and Peterson at the top of the 2-3 zone. Kicks it over Cromwell. Back out to Michelatis. Farmer. Pull up. Michelatis, 3-point shot, top of the key. Misses it, no good. Thornus grabs a strong rebound for the Vikes. Gets it up to Jensen. Coach Hollow telling Jensen to slow down. Let's run it. A little bit of the clock. Byerman will give it back out to Jensen underneath the Gilliard. Gilliard looking. And Gilliard's going to get fouled. Nick Walker back in the ballgame for Thorness. That's the first personal on 23. Wade to Hood. Third team foul. And Bigfork basketball underneath. Jensen to trigger the inbound for the Vikes. Gets it, Byerman. Byerman looking to get it out to Gilliard. Gets fouled. Fouls at number 4. That's Brody Galley. 14 foul. First personal on Galley. With 1:09 to go here in the third. 50-22, the Vikes lead. Under Hanson excavating scoreboard. Over to Peterson. Peterson right side. Out to Byerman. Byerman. Peterson. Looking underneath for Nick Walker. Back. Jensen looking. Drive up under. Gets hammered as he drives into the bucket. Fouls on 22. Cale Michelatis. That's his third 15 foul. And to the line for the Vikes. Number 10, Jack Jensen to shoot 2. 56.3 to go here in the third. Makes the first one. Wyatt Johnson back in for the Vikes, replacing Gilliard. The Hood goes out, and River Hurley back in for Anaconda. 56.3 to go. Second shot up, and Jensen, nothing but the bottom of the net for the Vikings. 50 seconds and counting to here in the third quarter. 30-point lead, 52-22. Michelatis underneath Farmer. Farmer. Galley, three-point shot for the right side. Rebounded. Wyatt Johnson comes down with it as Peterson tips it to him. Up to Jensen. Jensen with the basketball. Johnson, left side. Back to Jensen over the right side. To Levi Peterson, back out to Jensen near half court. They give it over to Wyatt Johnson on the left wing. Back out to Jensen. About 8-second difference on shot clock to game clock. Peterson, Jensen, 5 seconds, 6 seconds. Johnson's got to shoot it. Jensen puts it up, 2 seconds to go. Off the glass, no good. Levi Peterson grabs the rebound, puts it back up and in. Long shot of the way, no good. At the buzzer, 3 quarters complete. The Vikings lead 54-22 here on your Get Your Painting scoreboard. I'll be back with the third quarter, or excuse me, fourth quarter. 8 minutes to get to the championship ball game. The Vikings up by 32, heading to the fourth. All right, we're back here at Anaconda. We head to the fourth, 8 minutes to go. 54-22, the Vikes lead by 32. And big Anaconda basketball to start the fourth. Johnson, Jensen, Walker, Byerman, and Epperly in for Bigfork. Galley on the drive, pulls up, kicks it out. Number 11, three-point shot on the way. Misses it, Johnson. That's Titan Cook for Anaconda in the ballgame. Johnson with the basketball. We'll kick it over to Jensen. Jensen calling out the play, getting everybody situated. Kicks it over. Byerman in the corner. Underneath, finds Epperly. Epperly off the glass for 2. A nice pass by Nick Walker underneath as Epperly scores. Farmer over to Galley. Three-point shot of the way by Galley. In and out, no good. Rebound and put back up by number 12, Shane Schalk for Anaconda in the ballgame. For the Copperheads, Byerman back to Jensen. Jensen, Wyatt Johnson right side, left side, excuse me, back to Jensen. Over to Byerman. Byerman fakes it. Gives it to Jensen. Looking underneath for Epperly. Wyatt Johnson. Back to Jensen. Over to Byerman in the corner. Nick Walker. 3 on the way by Nick Walker. Short. Saved by Anaconda. Epperly goes down and get it. Gives it to Nick Walker. Jensen, top of the key. 3 on the way. No, misses it. Epperly goes up, gets blocked. Taken away by Galley. Galley up and under. Scores the bucket for 2, and they'll go to the free throw line. That's Brody Galley, the freshman, for Anaconda. Gilliard and Thornus back in for Bigfork, replacing Byerman and Jensen. 24, Travis Dye in for Anaconda. First personal on Jensen, 15 foul at the line. Brody Galley shooting the and one. Misses it. Epperly comes down with the rebound. Gives it up to Johnson. Johnson across the timeline for Bigfork. Over to Thornus in the corner. Nick Walker, skip pass. Jensen underneath Epperly. Epperly left hand off the glass. On a nice feed by Wyatt Johnson for 2. Farmer across the timeline for Anaconda. We'll give it over to Cook. Back to Farmer. Dye. Farmer on the drive. And he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. First personal on Eli Thornus, 16 foul on the Vikes. And Billy Farmer at the line to shoot 2. Shot up. First one's good. Byerman will come in for Nick Walker. For the Vikings, 6 minutes to go. 58-27. Vikes up by 31. Second shot by Farmer is good. And number 13, Trayton Patrick, will check in for Anaconda. Thornus to inbound to Johnson in the backcourt. Johnson over to Gilliard. Gilliard thought about the 3. Skip pass. Thornus in the corner. Byerman underneath Epperly. And fouls on number 12, Shane Schock for Anaconda. 16 foul. Jensen comes in. Quinn Herring. Tristan Hurd, number 1. Number 30, Dylan Provecchio. And number 2, returning, is Levi Peterson. Underneath the Herring. Feeds it up. Misses it. And Anaconda quickly up the court. Driving. Will kick it out to Patrick. Patrick, 3-point shot on the way by Anaconda's number 24. Dye misses it. And Herring runs it down for Bigfork. Jack Jensen across the timeline. Give it over to Levi Peterson. Peterson looking as Dylan Provecchio. Thought about the 3, pulls it out. Gives it to Peterson in the corner. Hurd, Jensen. Pull up jumper by Jensen. No good. Rebounded by Hurd. Hurd looking to go up. Stolen away by Galley. Galley looking. And Hurd gets run over in the backcourt. It'll be a foul on Anaconda. And that should be a 1-and-1. Looks like fouls on number 12. 23 for Bigfork come in. That's Austin Savick for the Vikes. Fouls on number 12. Shane Schock. A player or team control foul on him, so no free throws. Over to Peterson. In the corner, Quinn Herring. Herring back. Levi Peterson underneath. And he travels with the basketball. Does Levi Peterson. 58-28, 30-point lead. 4:59 to go here in the ball game. Dye will inbound. Golly. Golly back with the ball. Dye cross court. In the corner, 13. And shoot it, 11. Cook with the basketball. Golly, 13, right, left side. Golly with the basketball for Anaconda. Swing the left side, back to Golly. Over to Dye. Dye looking cross court. Number 13, Patrick, will feed it out to Dye. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Anaconda, pull-up jumper off the glass by Titan Cook for 2. Tristan Hurd across the timeline for Bigfork. We'll give it over to Levi Peterson. Peterson looking, finds Dylan Pravecchio. Pravecchio looking, gets it to Hurd. Levi Peterson looking to drive underneath. Finds Savick. Savick up. Reverse layup by Austin Savick with the bucket for the Vikings. 60-30. Under 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Galley, three-point shot of the way. In and out, no good. And knocked away by Anaconda. It'll be Bigfork basketball. 3:50 to go in this one. 60-30 on your Dillier Painting scoreboard. Tristan Hurd across the timeline. We'll give it over to Dylan Pravecchio. Back to Hurd. Underneath, Peterson. Over to Pravecchio. Pravecchio, right wing, out to Hurd. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Hurd looking. He's it over to Peterson. Near half court. Pravecchio looking, drive. Gets it out. Knocked away by Anaconda. 7 seconds on the shot clock. 3:22 in the ball game. And Hurd. Bigfork to take it out. Quinn Herring, number 11, for the Vikes on the far side. Inbounding. He'll get it to Hurd. You got 7 seconds to shoot, the Vikes. Hurd looking. Gets it up. Pravecchio. Stolen away by Anaconda. Pravecchio gets it back. Let's see who they call a personal on. Fouls on number 13 for Anaconda. 18th foul. That is the first on Trayton Patrick. And Dylan Pravecchio at the line for Bigfork with a 1-on-1. Off the rim, too hard, no good. Up to Patrick. Patrick right side looking to drive in. And Hurd right there to pick up the charging foul on Trayton Patrick, so no free throws. That's a 19th foul. Second personal on Patrick. And Herring to inbound to Hurd. 3:07 to go here in the ballgame. Hurd across the timeline for Bigfork. Over to Pravecchio, stolen away by number 11, Titan Cook. And Dylan Pravecchio will pick up the personal. 17th foul at the line. Number 11, Titan Cook, 1-on-1 for the Copperheads. 3 minutes to go. Shot up, makes the first one, and he'll get the bonus one more. Second shot up the front of the rim, no good. Run down by Peterson in the backcourt, gives it up to Hurd. Hurd across timeline, gives it to Pravecchio, right wing. Pravecchio, Herring, back to Pravecchio. Pravecchio thought about the three, baseline, tries to hit Savick, overthrows it, and Dye comes up with it for Anaconda. He'll give it out to Patrick. Patrick, back to Dye, Dye right wing, back out to Patrick. Dye, right wing, skip pass to Golly in the corner. 3-point shot on the way, misses everything. And off of Pravecchio, it'll remain Anaconda basketball. The shot from Cook. Not drying iron. Dye with the basketball. To inbound. Patrick. Give it over to Galley. Long three by Galley. Misses it. Rebound and put back up by Titan Cook for two. Hurd. 2:17 to go. Knocked away by Cook. It'll remain Bigfork basketball. 31 seconds on the shot clock. 2:15 to go in the ball game. 60-33 on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Into Hurd. Over to Levi Peterson. Peterson looking to drive. Loses it. Anaconda comes up with it. And Galley quickly up the court. Gives it over to Dye. 3-point shot by Dye. Off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Anaconda. Rebounded again by Anaconda. Missed shot. And Levi Peterson comes up with it. And he'll get 1-on-1. Or check that. Double bonus. It'll be 10 team fouls on Anaconda. Third personal on 12, Shane Schock. 10th team foul. 1:54 to go. Levi Peterson to the line for the Vikes to shoot the double bonus. 2 shots. Peterson first shot up is good. He'll get one more. 61-33 on the Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. The Vikings lead this one, and they'll play in the championship game tomorrow night against the Loyola Rams. Shot up, misses it, and Cook comes down with the rebound for Anaconda. Quickly up right side. Cook looking to drive. Pulls up short. Herring grabs the rebound for Bigfork. Gets it out to Hurd. Hurd quickly up. Underneath, Vecchio trying to feed Savick. Golly with the rebound. Quickly up the court. Gets it out to Dye. Dye three-point shot from the right wing is good. Savick into Hurd. 1:28 to go. 61-36 the Vikings lead on your Gunlock Construction scoreboard. Levi Peterson over Vecchio. Vecchio right wing. Over to Peterson. Peterson pulls up off the glass for 2 by Levi Peterson in the middle of the lane. Golly with the basketball. 1:05 to go in the ball game. Over to Patrick. Back to Golly. Dye, right wing. Blocked out of bounds by Levi Peterson. And it'll be Anaconda basketball under 1 minute to go. Into Golly. Golly cross court to Patrick. 2-3 zone by Bigfork. Dye, right wing. 3-point shot on the way. No, misses it. Savick comes down with the rebound. They'll give it up to Hurd. 45 seconds to go. 63-36 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Over to Peterson. Peterson gets it back to Hurd. Vecchio on the right wing for the Vikes. Vecchio looking, drive it in. And he'll go to the free throw line. Shane Schock is 4. And Dylan Vecchio, 2 shots. Double bonus for the Vikes. First shot up is good, and they'll get one more. 64-36 on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. The Vikings lead this one. Vecchio misses it. Tries to run it down. Patrick, under 30 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Patrick will give it up to Cook. Cook, 3-point shot from the top of the key. Shoots it. Foul number 2. That's Levi Peterson. That's his first 8-team foul. At the line, Travis Dye, 1-1. Makes the first, he'll get one more with 20.4 to go here in the ballgame. Second shot up, rolls around, misses it. Herring comes up with a rebound for Bigfork. And they'll run the clock out as Peterson comes across the timeline. 13 seconds to go. Over to Hurd. Hurd back to Levi Peterson. Don't need to score. They're going to hold it out there. 5 seconds to go. Peterson over to Vecchio as the clock runs out. 64-37. Bigfork will take on Loyola in the girls and the boys championship. Girls at 6:30, boys at 8:30. For Anaconda, they'll take on Thompson Falls at 10:45 over in Deer Lodge in loser out action tomorrow morning. I'll be back with full game stats here from Anaconda, Montana, as the Vikings win this one 64-37 on your Gilliard Painting scoreboard. And they're moving the championship ball game. Take on the Loyola Rams tomorrow night at 8:30. We'll be back here from Anaconda, Montana with your post-game show momentarily. All right, welcome back to Anaconda, Montana. A postgame brought to you by Bonnie and Roger Hegwald listening. Thank you. Appreciate your comments. Brought to you by Bigfork Harvest Foods. All your grocery needs. 8111 Highway 35 at Bigfork, 837-5010. Vikings win this one 64-37. First of all, for Anaconda, Cromwell with 3 points. Also for Gabe Galley. 2 points for Brody Galley. 3 for River Hurley. Really shut down. He usually scores more than that. Billy Farmer with 4. 5 points for Titan Cook. Shane Schock, 2 points. 2 threes by Michelatis in the first quarter. Didn't score after that. 6 points total. 5 also for DeHood, and Travis Dyes scores 4. 10 in the first, 7 in the second, 5 in the third, and 15 in the final quarter. 37 overall. For the Vikings, take a look at Wyatt Johnson. Wyatt Johnson had a really good game. In the first quarter, he scored 7. 3 in the second, had 10 at halftime. And 2 threes in the second half. So he ends up with 16. 5 points for Levi Peterson Epperly with 12. 3 for Thornus. Jensen had a good ball game as well. So with 7 points. 2 points for Landon Byerman. Bryce Gilliard was nailing the threes. He actually had 4 and finished with 14 to lead the way for the Vikings. Austin Savick scored 2, and Dylan Provecchio even scored 1. As the Vikings scored 19 in the first, 20 in the second, 15 in the third, and 10 in the fourth, and 64 overall as the Vikings win this one. 64-37. They'll take on the Loyola Rams tomorrow night at 8:30. We'll be back on the air at BFST Events on YouTube at 6:30, about 6:15 pregame, as the Valkyries will take on the Breakers, and then follow that up with the Loyola Rams taking on the Bigfork Vikings. Both Bigfork teams in the championship. This is James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes of Owls. Thanks for listening out there tonight. Semifinals. The Vikings, once again, 64-37 winner over the Anaconda Copperheads in semifinal action. Play for the championship 8:30 tomorrow night here from Anaconda, Montana. Thank you and good night.